Welcome to the Delayed Gratification Podcast. I'm Ramon Tookes. This is the podcast where we talk about what it takes to build wealth. Our guests are very inspirational, and today there is no other person that I would rather talk about real estate brokerages and real estate in the real world than Miss Sharon Henry. What's up, Sharon?
What's up?
You doing all right?
Doing all right.
Welcome
How are
to
you?
the show.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being on here. So look, I start off, and I got to ask you, what is delayed gratification? What does it mean to you?
It means putting some things on the back burner in order for me to accomplish the things that I need to do in life. So doing some things that you don't want to do so that you can, at the end of the day, doing all the things that you can do or want to do.
I love it. I love it. Tell us who you are.
Which hat?
I want to know about all the hats. How did we get here?
My name is Sharon Henry, and I am the co-broker of Exit Realty Quality Solutions. I am the co-owner of that franchise. I have another half, which her name is Michelle Calloway.
I can't wait to get her on. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get both of y'all on at one time, but I know we didn't have enough time today. We're going to need a couple of hours for that, right? So brokerage, you're the co-owner, co-broker of Exit Realty.
Yes.
What is a brokerage? What kind of brokerage?
Our main focus is residential real estate.
Okay.
So a lot of people always ask, what's the difference between a realtor and a broker, right? A broker is just a person that is broker than the other agents. No, I'm just kidding. We have taken the additional step to get some more education and the liability to be in charge or to have the accountability for the agents that works with us.
So I'm going to come back to I want to know how we got here. How long you been in real estate? Like, what does it take to be a broker? How did you get to being where you are today, owning an Exit Realty?
Okay, so I've been in real estate since 2003. So that's 19 years, right? Yeah. I'm just a little baby, just got started. And I was with several different companies, actually. 7. This is my 7th company. I was with 6 other companies, one of them being my own, and all the big boxes and so on and so forth. But we decided to choose Exit, Michelle and I, and another young lady that you need to get on your show, but we'll talk about that later. We sat down and we went through all the brands. We did not look at the name of the brands. Yes. We ripped off all the names and went through the brands to see what they have to offer, what would work for us. Because at the end of the day, as you know, you've been in this business for a while, a real estate company is a real estate company, right? So, and just like supermarkets, you have Walmart, you have Kroger, you have all of this stuff. We're not Walmart, so we're not for everybody, right? And our brokerage has a unique perspective on life, and we're not trying to be the biggest brokerage out here.
Why not?
Because that's not what we do. We're not just numbers and bringing everybody in. We're a production company, and if you're not producing, you can't be with our group.
So I'm gonna come back to, I want to know how we got to Exit though. Like, what made you? Let's go back further than that. What made you get started in real estate? Like, where do you come from?
I had a nursing background, and also my family owned restaurants. Okay. Right? So I've always been in the service industry. And 20 years ago, my mom got sick. She had a brain aneurysm and a stroke. And I needed to do something different that was a little bit flexible. And that was the mistake that I made. Was I thought that real estate gave you so much flexibility.
It doesn't?
No, it does not.
I can't do what I want to do?
No, you do not. You can't do what you want to do. You can't just go have lunch with whoever you want to have lunch with, whenever you want to have lunch with them, and just do nothing. No, it's a lot of accountability. But with that said, my mom was sick, and I quit nursing. I moved her from New York to here, and I wanted to make sure that I had time to spend with her. And I just kept on people would show up to come and visit my mom, my family members, and different people. And I would take them around and show them different homes, subdivisions, all that stuff. And one day I walked into the subdivision for like the 6th time. And this lady said to me, don't come back unless you have a card. I thought she was being mean to me, but she wasn't. She was like, come here, let me show you something. And the young lady that I was giving all the referrals to, she said, how much is she giving you? I said, she's not. She said, what are you getting out of it? I said, my family members are going to have a nice home. She said, let me show you how much she makes. I said, oh my God. But but she did give me something. She gave me a $50 Red Lobster gift card.
That's good.
Yeah, at the time. But it was the legal amount that you're.
That's what I was going to ask you. So you can't just, if you're not licensed, you can't give you any money.
No,
right?
no. But she was just trying to show me the way.
Yes.
And she said to me, "You're the one that's selling the houses, not her. So you need to go get your real estate license. Don't come back here without a card." And I was like, okay. She said, call me when you have your license. And I said, all right. So I went to the school. I got my license and I called her and she said, well, where are you at? What are you doing? Showed up. She taught me some things. Yes. I sat on site for 6 months and it was the best thing that ever happened to me in my life. I made money, but more importantly, I made relationships and I learned my craft.
You took time to do that?
Yes. I learned my craft.
What happened to the nursing though?
Nothing. Once you're a nurse, you're always a nurse. But I didn't need to go back to nursing because I replaced my income.
Got you.
So
that was 19 years ago.
Yes.
So over the past 19 years as a real estate agent, when did you become a broker? And how long does that normally take?
So 4 years here in Georgia, right? You can sit for the test you can't sit for the test until year number 4, right? And that's exactly what I did. When it was the time for me to be able to sit for my test, I did. And I became a broker, but I was an associate broker at another firm as well for a long time.
What does that mean? What is the difference between what you are now as a broker and an associate broker? Okay,
so the broker of record is the one that signs all the paperwork. They're the ones that look at your stuff and, you're on record at the real estate commissioner that these other agents are up onto you, right? And you're responsible for them. As an associate broker, I'm still a broker. I have my broker's license, but I'm not acting in that capacity as a broker. I'm not the boss, okay? I'm not the be all end all.
So you don't have the liability of
no liability.
What do they call it?
No responsibility.
The main broker. What's that called?
The broker. The broker of record.
The broker of record. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Because in our case, we have a broker of record and we have a managing broker.
Okay.
And the managing broker does whatever you guys set that up to be. In our case, my managing broker, she's also my business partner. So she handles the back office. She handles all the training for the agents and the paperwork. And I handle the front office, the marketing, and so on and so forth.
That's a good partnership.
She's amazing.
So,
God bless me with that.
So being an associate broker for how long? And then when did you decide to open up your own brokerage?
Ooh, in the middle of 2008.
2008. So 14 years ago. Mm-hmm. Okay.
2008. The market was changing. Things was happening.
Was it in 2008?
Yes. Oh my God. 2006, 2007, 2008, all of that stuff was going crazy. And I decided to step out on faith at the time because the way that particular brokerage was going, they weren't changing with the times. And I wanted to do something a little different. So I went to another company, which was a transaction company, and you went from full service brokerage to no service at all.
So what's the difference? Like when you say who's full service, no service, what does that mean?
Okay, so the traditional brokerage firm that I was at, and I don't care by saying the names, it doesn't matter to me.
It's my podcast.
So, okay, I was, you're funny. All right, so backing up a little bit. So my first brokerage that I went to was Coldwell Banker. Okay. Coldwell Banker
are they still around?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
And Coldwell Banker is a classic brokerage. Correct. They had, everything from soup to nuts, but they were so traditional, and I wanted to step into some other things. I stayed at Coldwell Banker for 6 months with the person that I told you that I stayed with, and she taught me a lot of stuff. Then I got the bug with the new construction thing, and I wanted to be an on-site agent. So I did my research, and at the time, Robinson Realty was a boutique firm here in Atlanta. And I went to go work for them because I was so excited that, females that looked like me and was kicking butt and so on and so forth. Well, that relationship did not work out.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say, and I'm going to leave it that way, right? I got fired, but it was the best thing that ever happened to me.
You fired?
Yes.
Okay.
It was the best thing that ever happened to me. Best thing that ever happened to me. It motivated me. It motivated me because I'm thinking to myself, you fired me because I was doing my job? Interesting.
I thought real estate agents were independent contractors. How did you?
We are, but we're a part of a firm. If you don't want me to be a part of your firm, you can release my license.
Gotcha.
And vice versa. So it's not only real estate agents that could say, well, I don't want to be here. You got the brokers that could say, bye-bye.
I don't want you here.
I don't want you here, right? So that's a whole different podcast in itself. But with that said, Keller Williams had just came to town, and it lined up with my values, right? They were God first, money. They were God first, family, and then money.
So Keller Williams didn't come to Atlanta to 2007, 8?
Yeah.
Because I know when I first started, it was the Century 21, Caldwell Banker, Northside Realty, and Remax.
Right.
The main was. I mean, you always had the smaller ones,
yeah.
but the big. So Keller Williams only been here 14 years.
Right.
And
they came to town, and we got an opportunity to buy into a market center.
Okay.
And we did that, and it was great. The market center is still there, and I have nothing bad to say about Keller Williams, or a matter of fact, any real estate firm. I have nothing bad to say about any of them because everything is not for everybody.
Correct.
Right? So we were there, rocking and rolling. Our team was kicking butt, taking names, doing their thing. We rose to the highest that they can to rise to, and the market started shifting. The market started changing.
It's in 8, 9, somewhere in there. Okay.
It started changing. And then you started having these brokerages that was coming that were transaction fees, right? Because you think you know everything, right? And you're thinking, I don't need a coach. I don't need someone looking over my deals. I can just go and pay $3.99 and I'm good. I can close and take the rest of my money and
Most of your money.
do whatever you wanted to do. But that also came with challenges because if you don't have anybody mentoring you or helping you, your game starts slipping, right? And you're not as good as
you got to be really disciplined to be very, very successful in that kind of system.
Not only discipline, but if you have a goal that you're trying to get to,
yes,
and you don't have anybody to keep you accountable to that or hold your feet to the fire,
yes,
most likely you're not going to do it, right? And there was not much support for me in what I wanted to do. And I'm that type of person that I want to see people.
So you left Keller Williams and went to
Solid Source.
So they're more transactional. So
correct.
Kind of, it was more of we're going to have as many people in here paying us this monthly fee as a broker so I can make some money as opposed to percentages.
Correct.
Okay.
So then the market went crazy and I opened up my own firm.
What year?
Oh my God. I don't even remember right now. It's been so long. Oh my God. Yeah. But with that said, I opened up my own firm because I was with Keller for 8 years. And then I was with Solid Source for maybe a year or so. And then I opened up my own firm. And after that, it started out at home. Then it got to a point where agents were dropping off contracts. I had to meet people. I was tired of meeting them at Starbucks and McDonald's, right? So I needed an office. Then Regis came in town, right? So we did the virtual office thing for a while. And then I was like, okay, it was time for me to step up my game. So I got a real office. My real office, Ramon, was less than 300 square feet.
That's big.
I was so happy. I was comfortable and I was proud of myself.
Yes.
Okay. I had a desk, a chair,
and a file cabinet.
And a file cabinet. And I was able to even squeeze in a little space for my assistant. Wasn't that wonderful?
300 square feet.
Yes. So from there, I went, I was there for a while, actually.
Why did you need an office though? Because a lot of us work from home, and as real estate agents, a lot of real estate agents work from home. Why did you need an office? What did that help you do?
Focus. I was able to get up every day, get out my pajamas, stop being so comfortable, knowing that I had a purpose and knowing that I had a destination of someplace that I was going to every single day. Okay. And there was a distinguished difference. Okay. Apart from being at home, cooking, cleaning, still doing real estate, and just taking care of the family, and while you're answering your phone calls.
You have a family?
Yes.
There's other people that like you?
And they have liked me for a long time.
I got to ask you about the family and this work stuff. So so 300 square feet, you and your assistant, and you started to grow.
Yes.
You outgrew the 300 square feet.
Outgrew.
Fast?
Yes.
Okay.
Very fast.
Why do you think you were able to? What did you learn from your previous brokerages and then your previous careers to make you grow as fast, to outgrow something quickly?
I started building a team. Okay. And with that I needed space for that team as well. Right. So we went from 300 square feet and same place in the building. We bumped up to 1,000 square feet. We thought we were doing it.
That's getting big now.
Yeah. We thought we were doing it, and we took it to the next level, because what I'm finding out too is that being by yourself, you're not growing as fast. Right. You might be making all the money, but you're exhausted. You're doing all of this stuff by yourself. You're thinking, okay, I'm just going to keep all the money and I don't have to share it with anybody else. But you're losing a lot of time and away from your family.
Yes. I've been there recently. Ooh, that's my own episode. So now we're 1,000 square feet.
Yeah.
How many agents we got?
Oh, at the time I had maybe about 5.
Okay.
At the time.
But so when you have agents as a broker, you are responsible for whatever they do.
Yes. If they don't eat on a team situation. Okay. There's a difference between just being independent and then having a team, because as the team, you are the rainmaker. You have to bring in the leads. You have to give them, make sure that there's food on the table. Now, as a traditional broker, you're not responsible for letting anybody eat. Okay. That's up to you and how you have your stuff structured.
Legally responsible if they go out there and do something crazy.
Yes, that part.
So that's why the brokers that get percentages, they have to take responsibility.
Correct.
For what the agents do. At least you have to have the insurance. Let's talk about this right quick, because I'm setting up a brokerage. Yes. Right. Because I know a lot of people are going to be watching this, and they're like, man, everybody's a real estate agent now. The market's been hot. I meet a lot of people that are taking the exam, becoming real estate agents, but going to that next level of owning your own brokerage or being a broker, what does that look like? So you got to be an agent for 4 years.
3 years, and then you sit for the exam. Year 4. Yes.
And then now I do that. I take the exam. I pass it. What makes me be that broker? What happens now?
First, you got the little step that they forget to do is submit it to the real estate commissioner.
Got to go. Okay.
Right. Then after that, it's up to you. Do you want to continue being a part of a big brokerage firm, and now you're just the assistant, brokerage, or do you want to now hang your own shingle, your own name, and step out on faith, right? So now you have to get systems.
Yes. You
have to get employees.
Okay.
Assistant, something of that sort, right? Or you can just be by yourself.
What about the insurance?
Oh, you have to have E&O insurance. Yes, you have to have general liability insurance.
As an agent, do I have to have that?
Yes.
But
it's under your brokerage?
It's under my brokerage.
Yes.
But as a brokerage,
yes.
Again, so it's going to be kind of expensive.
Yes, it depends on how many agents you have.
Okay. So the more agents I get, the higher that gets.
Correct.
More liability.
Correct.
Okay, so you got to turn it into the real estate commission so that they can say that, yep, you're a broker, right? You need to get a location somewhere so that people can come drop off their stuff. You can do it out of your house.
Yeah, you can do it out of the house, because that's what I did for a while. And till you get to the point where you're like, do I really want everybody to know where I live?
They know where you live anyway, don't they?
I'm just saying.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right across from the governor's mansion, right?
That would be it, yeah.
At 50,000 square feet. Yeah, I figured everybody knows where you live.
Exactly. Just come on through.
Come on through. Stop by. Jump the gate. So I get my insurance. I get my location. Then what is next? Because now I got, I'm a broker. I got a nice building. I got some pretty furniture. Then what? How do I make some money?
Well, first of all, you have to start adding agents, right? And you have to have something to attract those agents.
Right.
And you have to make sure that they're now successful.
Gotcha.
That's the key part, right?
So I don't just say I'm a real estate broker and just start making money?
No.
How do agents find out about you? Like, what would make me choose Sharon over the big Keller Williams, the ones with all the billboards?
You're not just a number in our office. We care about you. It's all about you, okay? And with Exit Realty, we're a franchise. We're a big corporate franchise, by the way. We're international franchise. Our headquarters is in Canada, right? And we have brokerages, offices all over the U.S. and Canada.
Why did you pick Exit, though?
Oh, because of the culture. I picked Exit because of the culture. I picked Exit because of the residual income.
Oh, okay. Now we talking.
Yes.
Now we talking.
I picked Exit because of what that looks like for me and my family, right?
When you say culture, do you mean from the executives, from like up top, or because what would be
all the way from up top, all the way down to the bottom? We were just at a conference for the last 4 days.
I saw that.
Right?
Yeah.
And it was absolutely amazing. It reaffirmed the reason why I chose this company.
Everybody says that about their company.
I know that, Ramon, and it's okay. It's okay because you've got to find your people. You've got to find your group. You've got to find where you resonate.
But what was it? Like, it's something, because you've been around, you've seen a lot of different, you've had some titles and some caps that took you all over the world, all over the country, right? You big leader, and we might talk about that a little bit.
No problem.
What was it, if you had to pinpoint one thing about Exit that said, you know what, I'm going to have my broker's license and me and Michelle are going to partner up and we're going to buy an Exit franchise?
The formula.
Okay.
Yes. We did exactly that. We sat down at the table and we were naming all the real estate companies that I was a part of, and I forgot to name one because that was the immediate one right before Exit. I had my brokerage, and then I decided to try the new kid on the block that came to town, which was EXP.
Got you.
Right? So EXP was doing all these technology stuff and these virtual things, and I thought it was kind of cool, so I wanted to go check it out. Well, that didn't work for me, right? Because I'm not a virtual girl. I like to be one-on-one. I like to talk to people, right? And that's what Exit did for me. Gotcha. It brought me back face to face with the human potential, the human person, right? And I was able to touch and feel. And again, that was for me, okay? Because all of us have a different personality. Yes. All of us do different things, right? Just the same way, going back to what I said about Walmart. Some of us go to Walmart, some of us go to Publix, some of us go to Ollie's, some of us go to Food Depot, whatever, yes. Kroger, because that's where you find what it is that you're looking for. Yes. Okay. And the same thing with the bread. You've got so many different breads in the aisle. And there's one particular bread that's my bread. Period. I don't care. Yeah. So that's the same thing with Exit for us. What we did was we sat down, we put the pros and the cons for all of the real estate companies that was out there. All the ones that I've been with, all the ones that Michelle had been with, and plus all the new ones, right? And we put them down and we lined them up. And at the end of the day, Exit worked out best for us because of the formula.
Gotcha.
The formula that they have and where I am in my life. Okay, that's also a difference. Because I want to retire in the next 5 years.
Are you serious?
Yes.
What will everybody do without?
They'll figure it out.
What, really?
Yeah. I want to retire in the next 5 years.
What are you going to do in 5 years after that?
I want to continue traveling around the world with my family. And I want to build memories with my husband and my 2 children and hopefully some grandchildren at that time. And yes, I'm putting it out there. My children are going to be watching this podcast.
I'm staying out of this one.
They're going to be like,
I'm not
really,
gonna
Mom? Yeah.
So you chose Exit. When did you start? When was this?
We bought our franchise in this, actually on December 19th, 2018. And then we built, it took me 11 months to build out the actual location.
Gotcha.
Because I'm a pain in the butt when it comes to certain things.
I won't come in on that.
Whatever. And my business partner, she wanted a training center, right? Because that's in her DNA,
Yes.
period. And we said if we were going to do this, we were not just going to have a pretty office, because obviously it's going to be pretty,
Yes.
because that's what I do. I recreate things, right? But instead of it just being a pretty building that you walk into, it was going to be a building with substance, okay? And Michelle and Tori, they call me in once in a while when they want some little fluff or
Shout out Michelle and Tori, we love y'all.
Right. All right. Well, and they wanted to make sure that these agents were equipped with all the tools that they needed.
Such as? I want to know what these tools are. I mean, we're going to give away some secrets today.
Are we? We're going to give away some
secrets today.
Okay.
I mean, you got the brokerage almost 4 years now.
It took 3. Because technically when we launched it, it was
19.
Yes.
Oh, got
yes.
you. I got you. But you
Our
bought
birthday,
into it on of 18.
Correct.
But it took a year. You waited.
Yes.
You was patient enough.
Oh, yeah. Delayed gratification, as you said. Yes, because it took 11 months to build out and get all the permits, get the proper zoning, the codes, and all of that good stuff, right? Because when you go into when you go into the building, right, and the lease, there's certain things that got to be done, and, making sure that everything is okay. Yes. In Cobb County, the rules are a little different.
They're tight. But it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
So 3 years.
Yes, this upcoming 3 years, because we launched on November 22nd, 2019.
Oh, so we 21. We 3 weeks away.
Yes, we are.
Partying. We celebrating?
We celebrate every day, actually.
I know. But that's big, 3 years.
Yes.
So in the past 3 years, Exit Realty
Quality Solutions has grown tremendously. Yes.
How many agents did you start with? How many do you have now?
We started out with 8 before we actually opened. And now, today, as I'm doing this podcast, we have 30.
30.
Yes. We've had more, but we've cut them. Okay. Some has mutually left, and some we've invite them, uninvite them.
What do you look for in an agent? Like, if you're at 30, and I know that you could have hundreds.
Oh, yeah.
Right. But what are you looking for? What is that? If you had to create this perfect person, I just came out of school, right? I'm a hardworking. What do you look for in an agent?
So I can't teach you hustle. I can't teach you ambition.
Okay.
I can't teach you to get up and grind every day.
But your environment does that. You've created an environment that...
We do, but one of the things is that you got to come with your game, though, right?
Okay.
You got to come. You can't be mediocre and be in my space or in my face.
Ooh.
All right? You've got to bring it. You can't just be average.
Got you.
And what I'm looking for in an agent is someone that's hardworking, ready to work, ready to be coachable, right? And it's pliable and is ready to do what's required of them to be successful. I'm not one of those Instagram agents or brokers that the only thing that you see is the nice car, the jewelry, all of that fanciness or whatever.
Do you have a nice car?
I do.
Oh, okay.
But it's no need for me to show it every day on Instagram. Okay. I don't sit on countertops. I don't do any of that stuff. Okay. I don't walk around as a walk-in fashion show all the time. What you see is what you get. right?
Gotcha.
Because that's not what my focus is. That's not my audience. And the agents that I'm trying to attract is to make sure that you have money in your bank account, not acting like you got money, you got the nice purses and all of that stuff, but you have no money in it. No.
Oh, that's so. So let me say this though, because I'm one of your agents.
Yes, you are.
Right, and I got work to do.
Yes.
Right? But you provide something that I know is there, right? Which is the training and the infrastructure.
Yes.
Right. And for most agents, it should be the most important thing. Because like yesterday, Instagram was down or something happened. I don't know. I saw it, right? But I'm on Instagram, but maybe I don't utilize it as much as I should. But when Instagram drops down, if that's where you get your clients from, what other tools are you using? So I know that you train. How often are you training your agents?
So we have some kind of training somewhere almost every day.
Are you serious?
Yeah, virtually something going on almost every day. Okay, it's up to you to plug in. Because everybody learns differently and everybody's got different schedules and different timeline, right? And we have on-demand 24 hours a day, 7 days a week training because we have the best technology out there. I know everybody says that, but what I'm trying to tell you is that we are one of the best technology companies that happens to be a real estate company.
So your technology company so happen to be a real estate company.
Yes. All right. Just the same way. We are a family, but we just are disguised as a real estate company at Exit, period. Okay. But we have live training every Wednesday. In person, in the office.
In the big pretty training room.
In the big pretty training room in Marietta.
Okay.
Yes. So if you live in Stockbridge and you might be saying, well, your office is all the way in Marietta, I don't want to be a part of that. We have agents that live in Macon. They drive to come once a week to the office in Marietta.
People do what they want to do.
They do what they want to do. And if you, to be successful.
Yeah. Yeah. And because we travel all over the world to go to training. So you're right. So I'm an agent. Mm-hmm. I got my trainings.
Yep.
I got my infrastructure.
Yep.
But I really don't like talking to people. I just want to work hard. And how do I make money if I'm not like the bubbly agent? Like I'm not some people have a personality that they just attract people. Like, oh man, I want to work with her, right? But then you got other agents that.
So you align yourself with a team. Yes. Okay. You don't have to be Mr. Personality and Mr. Congeniality. You align yourself with a team.
What does that mean though? I got to split my money up.
Well, some money is better than no money, don't you think? 100% of nothing is still 100% of nothing. It
still is, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the one multiplication table I learned. 0 times whatever it is 0.
Correct.
Got you. So let's talk about that. So I'm an agent. I'm coming over to Exit. I got my training. I got everything together. I want to be really productive, but I need some help.
We've got that.
We got it?
Yes. If you come with the right mindset and you're trainable, as I just said before, and you want some accountability, you've got it. But that's where the problem comes in, Ramon. You have people, they interview real well.
Okay.
They interview real well. Okay. But when you give them the schedule, because there is a schedule.
I'm an independent contractor. You don't tell me.
Guess what? Working with our group.
That's why you got 30 agents and not 200.
Correct. Correct. Okay. Because we've had about 100 that came through, but they don't last because we let you weed yourself out.
Got you.
We let you weed yourself out.
Got you. And then you said every brokerage and every agent is not for everybody.
No.
Because you may not be great over here.
No.
But that office around the corner.
Right. But be great for you.
And you'll just let them go.
Yeah. I don't have no problems. I don't want to be in a relationship with you if you don't want to be in a relationship with me. Okay, I've been married 30 years. I clearly understand that.
You married 30 years?
Yes.
God bless you, Trey.
Yes. Okay. I do not want to be in a relationship with you if you don't want to be in a relationship with me. Period.
I'm gonna get personal in just a second.
Okay.
Because I want to know about the family. Because I keep hearing you mention your kids and grandkids and the husband.
My future grandkids.
Future grandkids.
Yeah, I don't have any yet.
Don't have any yet?
No, God has not blessed me.
I'm gonna tell your
yet.
son how to go get you one right quick. I'm gonna call him when I leave here. I mean, he's a great looking young man.
He's a good looking young man.
I said great. You downgraded. I went up. So let's fit that. So as far as now, I got the training. You helping me build my team, helping me produce. But now, market shifts.
That's the reason why you need us, because I've been in the business, as we talked about earlier, for 19 years.
Yes.
My business partner for over 25. Okay, so with the experience that we have, we've seen all the market shifts. We've seen that. She was one of the biggest REO brokers in Atlanta. Okay, me with the short sale.
Yes.
So we've seen all of that, right? We know what happens when the market shifts, and that's what we're teaching our agents.
What to do during, because it's transitioned a little bit over the past 3 months, 90 days, 120 days.
6 months, yes.
Yeah, 6 months.
Totally different. 6 months ago, the conversation that I was having with my clients versus now. Even this morning, the interest rates are going up.
Yes.
And up and up and up. And the buyers are not qualified anymore for the properties. We have a situation right now that I'm dealing with that, the buyer, their rate lock expired and now they can't afford the home anymore. And now they're going to have to terminate. So
now we got another challenge that we can find a solution to, though.
Yes.
And that's something that you specialize in, finding solutions, which is why you make so much money. I mean, this is why you got the bags with the money and the car. Okay. All right. So training, inspiration, planning, teamwork, you give us everything we need. What else is missing? Like if I were to say, I'm an agent and I need a new home. I'm not making enough money. I want to go.
Now, we're not the cut rate agency, straight up.
What does that mean?
Okay, like we're not 100%. I'm telling you that right now.
I got to share my money with you?
Yes, you do. Okay?
Everywhere I go, I got to share my money.
I'm sorry. We're not that place.
But don't you have to, aren't most agencies, you have to share your money?
Yes, with the brokers.
With the brokers?
Yes.
Okay. So it's just about the share and how it's set up and the residuals, because I heard you say something about residuals.
Yes.
So now I'm an agent. I stick with the company. I got all the culture. I can do business all over the country. I can get referrals from all over the country.
Yes.
Right?
And Canada.
Yes. I can do business in Canada?
Yes, you can.
I don't have a passport.
Okay. I don't have to talk about that.
I got a passport. I'm joking.
Okay.
So if I don't have a passport, I can't do business over there?
Of course you can. You don't physically have to be in Canada to do business in Canada. Not? We have a whole exit network system, okay?
In Canada?
In Canada and all through the U.S. Yeah.
I love it.
We have our own internal. You don't have to get on Facebook and say, oh, I need an agent in Nova Scotia. No, you go into our back office and you put it in and you find that. It's in Canada. It's so crazy.
Is it colder?
Yes. Okay. I lived in Canada for 1 year. So it's pretty cold.
So we got the infrastructure, we got the systems, we got the teams, we got everything we need.
Yes.
Right?
And you can sponsor agents and they don't have to be in your office.
What does that mean? That sounds like some multi-level marketing stuff.
No, we're not multi-leveling.
I mean, so I can sponsor that stuff.
No. You can invite agents to join the company.
And then what happens?
Okay. So if you have a relationship with someone in California and you and them, they're like, Ramon, what company are you with? I really want to, I like what you're doing and so on and so forth. You think that they would be a great fit for our family. Okay. They're hardworking. They're, and you want to invite them to join the Exit family. You give them the information. You find an exit near them. They go there and they talk to that particular broker and they ask you who referred you. Ramon did. You get 10%.
Here's the problem I have with that. So I'm in your office.
Yeah.
So I'm like, bro, listen, it's crazy over here. We got everything. But the other exit office may not have the same vibe. Like my buddy that's in LA. So now, and I'm not throwing shade on anybody, but it may not be the same energy, even though it's got the same system.
Yes.
Right? We got the whole international system, but it's not the same brokerage. So now, what does that person says, well, I need to be in Atlanta?
No, if they need to be in Atlanta, then come on through. We good. Yeah. Okay. Right? But if they're having an issue in the LA office, talk to us. Okay? Because maybe from broker to broker, I can say to that broker, listen, there's some things that you need to tighten up a little bit, and here is what's happening, right? Because remember, we came with a combination of like almost 40 years of experience, okay? So that's the difference as well. So we're not a cookie cutter brand. We have the ability to, although, you know, they give us the autonomy to do what we need to do to make sure that our exit offices are successful.
So now I'm referring agents to the company.
Yes.
Right? I get paid for that?
Yes, you do.
Like, how do I get paid? Like, I get paid $100 referral. You give me that $50.
No.
What did you say? Pizza Hut card? What
Right. Red Lobster.
Red Lobster?
No.
Do I get the biscuits at Red Lobster?
And you get biscuits and everything. You get to buy whatever you want to buy.
So, but I get more than that. Okay.
You get 10% of the share that us as the brokers collect, and we send that up to corporate. Okay. And corporate will send that back to you as the sponsoree for that person that you sponsor.
So wait a minute.
Yes.
So let's say I refer my buddy in Cali.
Yeah.
Right? He gets a commission for $100,000.
Yeah.
Whatever his split is, right? I get 10% of his split or 10% of the whole thing.
No, it's 10% of the whole thing, but it's not his split. He gets his money, and you get the 10% of.
I get $10,000. 10% of
No.
$100,000.
Ramon.
His commission was $100,000.
If his commission is $100,000,
yeah, we're selling big houses.
Oh yeah, for sure. You sure do.
I get 10.
Yes, you do. Yeah, and now next year when he does it again, you get that again and again and again. For each person, it's $10,000 every year.
Every time they sell something.
10%.
So I can make a living off of just that.
Yeah.
So that's a
Residual
way
income.
that when I'm out building my social media and I'm out at these events.
Up to $10,000 a year. So let's make sure we're clear on that.
I don't make
Each person.
That's all I get. So
Yeah, when they reach their cap for the company
I
and
don't
they're
get no
paying.
more money. So
No,
he do
because
one
there's
deal and I
no-
don't get no more money out of him.
Well, for him, because he made that much money. Yeah.
He's not my friend then.
Because he's not going to be paying any more fees into the company. So how are you going to get any more money?
Got you.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay, so that means I need.
Because now at that point, his commission has gone to 90%.
Got you. So I need 10 of those people to give
yeah.
me, so I can make an extra $100,000 without even getting
All
up
day
in the
long.
morning. I can live off $100,000 a year.
Yes.
That's a lot of money.
All day long.
$100,000 a year. What is that? $8,000 a month. About $8,500 a month.
All day long. I go on vacation with my family. You see me
You
at
keep
the
talking
beach
about
all
your
the time.
family. I'm gonna come back to them because they seem to be really important to you.
They are my big why.
So, got the brokerage. I got my real estate agents. Everybody making money. We continue to grow. What is your end game? And I know you said 5 years, right from now, you want to retire.
Yes.
Does that mean you shut down the exit?
No.
Does that mean you don't get those referral? Do you get referral fees too? You're a broker.
Yeah.
You can't get referral fees and
I get residual income. I get referral
and a
fees. All of the above.
Oh, you really getting paid? I love it. I love it. So 5 years from now, because that's what you're thinking about.
Yes.
You're thinking about your exit.
Yes, my exit plan.
You're not gonna sell real estate after 5 years?
I'll be doing referrals, but I won't be in the day-to-day management that I'm in now.
Okay.
Okay. And I might still do stuff with my family and my friends because that's what I do now. I don't take any of the leads that come in for our agents.
Where do they go?
They go to our agents.
You share your money.
I make sure that my agents eat.
This sounds good.
It's a fact.
It's a fact.
Anything that I say, you can check.
We can go on.
I make sure I back it up. I talk that talk and I back it up. You know that.
Yeah, I know. So 5 years, what are you going to have to do now and sacrifice over the next 5 years so that you can retire in 5 years?
My time.
With your family?
I don't really sacrifice so much with my family because my family is a part of my schedule. So that might sound crazy to some people that I schedule my family in. And it sounds a little cold and calculated, but no, everything goes on my calendar.
Everything in?
Everything goes on my calendar. So anytime after 7, that's there for my husband. Okay, so whatever he wants to do, whether he just wants to lay on the couch and do nothing or
We
take
won't
a
even
walk,
go there.
whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's his time.
So you've been married 30 years.
Yes, my husband and I have been together for 30 years.
Y'all been together 30 years.
Yes,
He's a good guy.
he's an amazing guy.
I like him.
Yeah.
All right, just double check and make sure you feel like that this morning.
Every morning.
And you got 2 babies.
I have biologically 2 children, but we have a blended family of 4.
4.
Yes.
Okay.
My husband has 2 other boys.
And no grandbabies.
No grandbaby.
So you got 3 boys?
Yes, and 1 girl.
And we ain't got no grandbabies?
No.
They been real careful.
Yes.
I like them.
Yeah.
They care about their money.
Yes, they care about their money, and I had, especially my daughter, I had her young.
Got you.
And that was a delayed gratification as well. I had children young. So that.
She's a beautiful young lady.
Thank you.
She's not ready to have kids yet, though.
No, she's not.
It's got to be the right, like, Prince of Saudi Arabia. I mean, because she got her dad. Something wrong with her daddy. Like, so how does that work?
He's
like,
a little crazy.
Like now you know you want to have grandbabies. What does that look like as far as like the conversations you have with your family? How? Because I know you work like hard, right? And you are, I guess after 7, you maybe can talk to everybody. But building a family, building an empire, the way you're building your family, what's the key to that?
Balance. Okay. I'm a workaholic, and I have to be real careful with that because sometimes I'm up at 3:00 in the morning.
Aren't they
working.
workaholics though? Don't they work all the time?
Yeah, they do. But, I'm just giving you an example in reference to what I would change, right? I would tell a younger me to have a little bit more fun in life and relax a little bit.
I'm there. So you talking to like, what they say, you preaching to the pulpit?
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
But the things that you did allowed you to be where you are, so you can have a little bit more fun.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your babies don't have fun?
Oh, they have a lot of fun. Hence the reason why I'm not a grandmother yet.
Okay.
But the conversations that we have is about wealth. We have conversations that I never heard of at our dinner table growing up. We talk about trust and wills and all kind of stuff. Yes. Okay. My son will bring a conversation and he listens to you all the time, all the podcasts. He listens to everything that he can get his hand on. Okay. Because he's that kind of person. And the same thing with my daughter and the conversations that we have with my nephew, all of us. If you're around me, you cannot fail. Failure is not an option because I'm not going to allow you to fail.
Aren't they all entrepreneurs?
They're all entrepreneurs.
Why? Why do you think that? Why didn't like they go out and get jobs, or what do you think? What kind of, was it the environment that you and your husband created?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, my husband is an entrepreneur. He runs a trucking company and logistics. The same thing with my son. He's in logistics as well. And my daughter owns several different companies as well. And that's what we do. We create opportunities and we create employments for others.
That's big. I love that. I love what you just said. Y'all ever had any, cause I think about the past 19 years, it's like been on the up. Any struggles? Any like times
oh my
where
God.
You just wanted to quit and go back and be a nurse?
What are you talking about? I remember losing just about everything financially, because I won't say I lost everything because that's not true. I had my family.
Yes.
Okay. We lost everything when the market crashed.
2008, 9.
Yes. Okay. And then that's when I started stepping out on my own. My husband thought I was crazy. He was like, "What are you doing? What?"
He supported you through that?
At first. And then he was like, "Baby, you play too much. You need to go back to nursing. You need a real job." Yes. Okay. So with that said, no, it's not always been peaches and cream. Everybody thinks that I have that wonderful life, that nothing goes wrong. I don't have a bad day. And no, I don't have a bad day. I might have a bad 10 minutes, a bad hour, but I don't have a bad 24 hours.
What keeps you going though? Like, cause during bad times, a lot of people quit. Did you have like some kind of vision? What made you make it through 2009 through 2010, knowing that there was some tough financial times?
I believed in God and I had my family. And knowing that I've been where I came from
Yes.
to where I am now, that's a total different situation.
What do you mean where you came from? Where you grew up at?
Yeah.
In New York?
I was born in Jamaica and I grew up in New York City.
Okay.
And I've been on my own since I was 16 years old.
I saw that little cute picture you threw out there. You were cute.
Thanks. Little something.
Little something. So the vision, the family, and you got, I don't want to say two families because they all one, but you got the Exit family.
Yes, I'd have two families. I have an Exit family and I have the Henrys.
You got the Henrys. That might be a good show, the Henrys.
Yeah.
If we put a camera in that house,
y'all will be like dying laughing with stitches because Mr. Henry is a fool. Okay, he's crazy.
He is the man.
Yeah,
so
he keeps me grounded.
For me, and if I'm watching this, what is like a good tip you tell me as a real estate agent? Because you have created some millionaires. You are, I mean, the numbers, like you say, don't lie. You can look up the numbers. Where do you tell us to start? What is that tip to keep us going to start? I'm an agent. I'm going to tell you to come to Exit, right? But you may not be a fit for your Exit.
Right.
Give me some tips. Give me 3 steps, things that I need to be doing to be that great agent, even if I don't come to Exit. You know how the pastor says you ain't got to come here, you can go somewhere else, right? Whatever he said. You know what he said every Sunday.
Right. One of the things that I think real estate agents don't understand is that we are always selling something.
Yes.
Right? Always. But the first thing that we are selling is ourselves, our image. Okay? So whatever you are aspiring to be or whomever, you have to look the part, play the part, right? And you also have to invest in yourself. And what that means is that if you have to go take speech class to present to your sellers, because we're always presenting something, right? We need to be able to do that. We need to make sure that we have the finances, right? Because just don't go quit that job without having the plan.
That's a whole nother one.
Yeah, you have to have some kind of income, minimum 6 months. Yes. When we ask people that in an interview, they look at us like we're crazy. So most of them lie, and they tell us, yeah, I have money.
Why do I have to have 6 months though? What, like, I'm not going to close a deal like the first week?
No, you're not going to close a deal in the first week. With our system, you might close one within the first 30 days or 45 days. Yeah, okay. Because of the way our system is and our partners that we have, right? With our internet lead, we're giving you leads. So you have to now go and, work with them, do what you have to do and so on and so forth. But realistically speaking, it's a 90 days. Okay. 90 days. So in order for you not to stress and stress me out or Michelle out, okay, I need you to have at least 6 months of your bills, your car payment, your rent, your mortgage, whatever that looks like in reserves, right? Because one of the biggest problems that I find is that agents get into this business and you're all in, you put all the training into them, right? All the resources because we give you a lot. And then you turn around and say, I got to go get a job. I want to cuss right now because I'm a cussing Christian. But I want to say, like, seriously, what the hell is wrong with you? This is your job, okay? Sit down and do the math, all right? If an average home here in Atlanta right now is what, $300,000?
Yeah.
So $300,000, the commission is what, $9,000?
3%, yep.
Okay, of 3%. And I know that we're not supposed to be talking about commission because of the antitrust laws and all of that good stuff or whatever, but the average 3%, right? Yes. And so that's what? $9,000. Okay. It's not a secret. We are a 70-30 company, all right? Unless you have very high production and so on and so forth, we can
You get 70, I get 30?
No, the other way around. Okay.
I know it.
But so say 70% of that, right?
6,300.
Okay.
That's a heck of a month.
Do the math on that, Ramon. Yeah. Do the math on that. Where else can you go and get that in 1 month? Which job right now?
What's the average salary in America? Like 30,000?
I really don't even know. I haven't had one in
a long time.
20 years.
Me either.
And back then I was making $150,000.
As a nurse.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I had 4 specialties.
Nurses still getting paid.
Yeah.
We need them. Always will.
Right.
Can't automate that.
No.
Yeah, because they do everything except write
the prescription, and it depends on what kind of nurse you are.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So get the money.
Yeah.
But you want them to have some kind of reserves.
I want them to have some kind of reserve so they're not stressed and having commission's breath. Okay? Because when you're chasing that dollar and you're chasing the commission, you're not really doing a good job. Okay? Our agents are service-oriented agents. They're here to serve their clients, not chase a check. You see what I'm saying? Because you make a lot of mistakes and you're not looking out for that client if the only thing that you want to do is get paid.
I feel it because you're chasing it. You creating that environment, the universal laws.
I want you to have fun.
Yeah, and enjoy it. And get the check.
And get the check.
And get the check. Give me one more thing, and then I want you to tell them how to find you, where to find you, how to find you.
Consistency.
And what? Show up every day?
Show up every day because that's the key. And something will happen. And make sure that you have some kind of accountability partner. Okay? Because within the brokerage, we have all of that. But maybe you're not comfortable with leadership. Maybe you want to pick somebody else. Just showing up, being consistent, having a calendar, making sure that you write things down because things can't just live up here in your head. And I learned that, right? Because I was the type of person that I don't take notes. I don't. You talk to me, and that's how I learn, right? But I also have a lot stuck up here that now I'm journaling, and I'm putting things on paper, and I'm getting it out of here and into...
It's critical.
Yes.
It's critical.
Okay,
that's the greatness. You got to put it on paper.
Because you have to learn systems, right? And no system is perfect. Trust me when I tell you. Our system is not perfect, but it's the closest that I've seen that I've gotten to it because of how we have everything laid out.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and you need to talk to somebody else apart from yourself.
Yes, I've been all of that, kept it in my head, talked to myself, and you notice your income.
Yes.
So we're talking about building wealth,
yes,
which starts with the consistency, a great team, and if you're a real estate agent, you talk to Miss Sharon Henry about being at Exit Realty. Sharon, tell them how to find you.
Well, we're on Exit Realty QS is on Instagram. My personal Instagram is Sharon Henry Real Estate. Same thing on Facebook, Sharon Henry Realtor. And Exit Realty Quality Solutions is the name of our company. You can find us, Google us.
You can help us build wealth being a real estate agent.
Yes, and in order for them to even get to me, they have to drop on a calendar with a gatekeeper named Tori Nunley. And
shout out to her. What's up, Tori?
Yes, and she will first screen them and for them to get to Michelle and myself.
I love it. Listen, y'all, thank y'all for joining in on another episode of the Delayed Gratification Podcast. I know today was life-changing. We dug deep into being a real estate agent and broker, and if you need more information, go follow Miss Sharon Henry. Go look at Exit Realty Quality Solutions. It is one of the best in the country. They have everything that you need. So let's go build wealth.
Thank you.